This episode brought to you by thegiveawaygeek.com. Win board games, electronics, and gift cards at thegiveawaygeek.com. The geek that keeps on giving. Everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we've got our top 3 most played games in September. This is a top 3 and 3. That's where we do any top 3 in 3 minutes. So let's do it. Well, real quick before we start the timer, got 19 plays in September. So, still not a huge month for gaming. 11 different games though, so that's a lot of fun there. Spent about 16 total hours playing games in September. All right, so our number 3 game, most played game in September was Abyss. We got 2 plays of that in. Abyss is a game that I still, every time I play it, I remember even more how much I enjoyed. It's one of those games that, for whatever reason, the way it sits in my mind, I don't always think about it, but then we pull it out and I remember, oh man, that is so much fun. And it works that way for my wife as well. I have to kind of talk her into it every time I want to play it. And then we play it and she's like, oh wow, yeah, this game is a lot of fun. Beautiful artwork, as everybody who is familiar with it knows. A lot of fun, very quick game, right around 45 minutes, and set collection and a little bit of, character powers based on which lords you recruit. A lot of fun. Check Abyss out if you haven't already. It's a really fun game. Number 2 is Splendor. It fell from the number 1 spot. It obviously spends a lot of time in the number 1 spot because it is my wife's current favorite game. We got 3 plays of Splendor in this month. Spent about a total of an hour playing Splendor. And this is another one. I have gone on a little bit of a winning streak, which has frustrated my wife a bit. She really wants to try to pull above 500 with beating me, and right now I'm just above 50% with that. So we'll see how that goes. Engine building game. You collect different cards that represent mines or traders or shops. I don't know, something like that. A very thin theme. Really cool poker chips. You really need to check this one out as well. It's a 20-minute game, maybe 30 minutes. I will say that after a while it might start feeling repetitive. It certainly does to me at this point to an extent. I really want to get this new game, Caravan, that might do something similar to Splendor, but with a little bit more added into it. Or it'd be nice if they came out with an expansion for Splendor, just to liven things up a bit. And my number 1 most played game of September was Star Realms. This was one that we hadn't really played much recently, even though it's very high on our most played games of all time. But we got 6 plays of Star Realms, and we spent about 2 hours playing it last month. And this game is a deck building game, a very straightforward deck building game. It's one-on-one. There are rules for more than 2 players, but never mess with that. One-on-one, you're buying from the middle of a trade row. Has a very similar rules to Ascension, really. But it's space combat, and you're basically purchasing or hiring different people from different factions, different ships from different factions to help you combat your opponent, and really you're fighting their influence because I believe it's called influence. Is it influence? I think it's influence. Anyway, you're not hitting their health. You're hitting like their influence in the galaxy. So you start with 50 and work your way down. And the first couple of turns, it seems like it would take forever to get down from 50. But then you get about 5 or 6 turns into the game, and you're hitting each other for 20 points at a time. So a lot of fun, really cool artwork in this one. This is one of my favorite games. Like I say, it takes maybe 15 minutes to play, maybe 20 minutes to play. Check Star Realms out if you haven't. There's a bunch of expansions. I've got the Crisis expansions and a different expansion. I can't remember what the other one is. Anyway, that's my top 3 games played in September. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. You can find me on Twitter @BoredOffline. Until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.